Programmatic at Condé Nast has always been up and running, so me coming to the company wasn't first launching it. I think 2 years ago when I joined the company, we iterated on what they've already built and really put a focus on what we call premium programmatic. So ensuring that we have products and transaction types that are available for our clients to purchase our inventory, our digital inventory, programmatically, not in the sense of where programmatic is leftover or remnant.
So how much of the inventory does go through programmatic channels now, would you say?
Well, with a lot of the integrations that we've done over the last 2 years, and majority, if not all, of our non-digital products being able to be transacted programmatically, you could say all of our inventory can be pushed through programmatic.
Great. And tell us about header bidding and what that means and sort of the introduction over the last year or so and sort of where that puts you operationally.
Yeah, I think header bidding was a nice step forward for the industry as a whole. I think we were all a little tired of running an archaic waterfall inside of our ad server and wanted to make sure that everybody got the highest value for every single impression possible. For us, header bidding, it enabled us to really optimize our yield stack, enable us to monetize inventory quicker, increase competition, and then also we removed a lot of the sort of loss of impressions and troubles that you'd run into with yield management with passbacks. So running it all inside of the header has definitely made it easier for us.
And tell us about this conversation about wrappers and sort of where you guys sit on that.
We have a homegrown wrapper that we use that's inside of the CMS that runs across our entire portfolio of properties. So all 23 brands run the same platform. Inside of there we have an ads library, and that's where we house the code for our header bidding partners.
Cool. And what does that mean for them? What's the value?
Well, I think the value for them is the access and the priority that we give them to the inventory that Condé Nast has. It's a solution that we've built which allows us to bring code in and out quicker. And also the way that the pages load and the pages are optimized for the broader business, it's important that we're able to control that code rather than a third party.
Okay. And, give us an idea then about the world of the tech stacks, the changes, and how you as a publisher pick and choose and sort of operate both on some proprietary things that you've mentioned you guys are doing, but more broadly with the buy and sell side of programmatic, of the vendors.
Yeah, we like to be agnostic as much as we can. And when we think about the vendors that we're going to use as platforms to run the business, we want to make sure they all have their own unique value. So rather than stacking multiple exchanges inside of the header that bring the same demand, we try to work with partners that have differentiated demand, partners like a Criteo and an Amazon. We run a platform index exchange inside of the header of our portfolio, and we sell our inventory in a very unique way where we guarantee inventory inside of a private marketplace deal when advertisers are willing to commit budget. And it's very different than a typical standard non-guaranteed private marketplace execution.
And finally, you come out of the ad tech world.
Yes.
From
Programmatic.
So Evan, let me ask you this. As you look at sort of what's going on with programmatic, the automated marketplace of advertising, which is becoming pervasive and digital is growing, at the same time there's a sort of consolidation, perhaps an inevitable consolidation of the vendors. Mm-hmm. Some people call it the winter time now. Well, it is the winter, but how do you sort of see the sort of transformation of the programmatic vendor supply marketplace?
I think it's going to continue to change even more than we've seen so far. I think there's platforms and vendors that bring true unique value, and I think those that do that are going to continue to succeed, right? Coming from that side of the business, I always think about service and product, and I think that's what really drives us at Condé in our decisions of who to work with as partners and those that provide the best service and also have a product that's up and running as 24/7 as possible is what drives the decision of who we work with.
Cool. And Finally, as you look out into the next year, what problems do you hope will be solved, and what progress do you hope to make?
Well, for our business, we want to, we want to programmaticize every unit that we can across our portfolio of products. We're seeing a large interest in the advertisers that we work with looking to transact programmatically. It delivers them efficiencies, delivers them the ability to scale their budgets in ways that they can on typical IO-based buys that they do. So for us, we're very much about making sure we can make as many, if not all, of our products available to our clients in the year of 2018.
Yeah, and of course we're keen about video, and you guys produce an amazing amount of video. Yeah. Some of that's sold out right away, yep. Some of it's not. What are your thoughts about selling video programmatically?
You know, I think selling video programmatically, I'm all into it, right? Like, why wouldn't we be? I think over the past couple of years, with the scarcity of video, I think video and programmatic got a bad sort of rap in the market because of all of the long tail video inventory that was being propositioned as being premium. At Condé Nast, all of our video inventory is premium. We produce it all, right? All the content that you see that runs across our portfolio and our distribution partners is produced inside of the walls of Condé Nast Entertainment. We have a very, very fast-growing video business. In the year of 2017, we've seen over 12 billion views of our videos, and we're forecasting that to grow even more into 2018. And a lot of our series are really taking off, like Back to Back Chef and 73 Questions. I don't know if you've seen any of those, but that's really been taking off inside of our brands.